Glory be to God. It's November 15th, 2023. I wanted to put this video out before you continue to watch the video that you're watching right now. The videos that you're about to witness is past videos that I'm just now releasing to everyone. This was part of my purpose, part of God's will, to expose the enemy, because that's what the Bible tells us to do, to expose the enemy. This is a learning video. The videos that I put out is not to disrespect my wife. It's not to embarrass her, because I love my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I've been through this journey of spiritual warfare for a reason. And I hope everybody looks at these videos with a spiritual eye and a spiritual mind. And if you don't know the Word of God, get into it, read it, have a better understanding, and then come back and look at these videos. My videos, they all will have dates on the videos, so you can watch them in order. It's a reason why you have to watch them in order. You're going to see me grow in these videos. You're going to see how God maneuvered and changed things in my life in these videos. These videos is for everybody out there that may be going through the same thing I'm going through, but don't have no answers. Well, in these videos, I'm going to show you what spiritual warfare looks like. I'm going to show you how to fight and know that the strategies of the enemy, like the Bible tells us, why they do what they do. Trust me, I searched all over YouTube for the last 8 years, and I haven't came across nobody that's really had video evidence of demonic demons controlling people that they love, or somebody explaining through their experience on live of what just took place and why it's happening. I need y'all to go back and watch my testimony series so you can have a better understanding of who I am, and watch these videos in order. I will put the dates on them, and my thumbnails will be color coordinated for the years from the time I started until today, and what changed and how did it change, because it's different type of demons that control, and they all do something different, and I'm gonna break every single one of them down on how they do and what you have to do to fight it based off God's word. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And just know I did this for y'all. I did this for y'all. I love y'all. I don't even know y'all, but I love y'all. I love it. I love each and every one of y'all, because this was bigger than me. It was bigger than me. It was bigger than my wife. It was for y'all. This is what God wanted me to do. Enjoy the video. December 8th, 2024. So my wife calls me earlier today around 11 o'clock or 10. I think it was like 10. And like her voice sounded real worn out, right? Like she could have been crying or something. And I'm already sensing, okay, God is doing what he needs to do, right? So she asks me, she says, now, the court order that we have is every other weekend. My weekends start next week. So this ain't even my week, right? But like I said in the last video, I gotta treat my wife, I gotta be kind with her, because she don't know what's actually going on, because her vessel is taken over by the enemy. So she don't even really, like, she don't know that she's going through a spiritual argument. She's blinded by the truth. She's blinded by my actions of good deeds and everything else. So I had to tell myself, no more taking shots. No more, telling her what she done did, the truth and everything else. No more doing that. All I could do, all I'm going to do is just be kind and respectful to her. And I'm not going to argue when it comes to the enemy. I'm not arguing at all. I'm not going to question anything. When I sense that she is starting to, if I'm talking to her and I sense that she started, the enemy is done tapped in, you know what I'm saying? And started to take control. And she say something like ridiculous or something that don't make sense, I'm just going to hang up the phone. So she calls me around 10:30, 11 o'clock. Hey, can you, would you mind if you get the girls today for a couple hours? She don't give me a time. I said, yeah, I don't got a problem doing that. All I'm doing is washing clothes. And I'm washing clothes. And I'm just cleaning up my room. I said I got to run some errands and get some stuff from the store, but I was going to the Sam's Club by the house. So once I leave from Sam's Club, I will come there. So she asked me, well, do you know what time that would be? I said, any time around, 1:30, 2. No, I said after 2. Anytime after 2, right? So she said, okay. Then I get a text like a couple hours later, like around 1 o'clock. And she said, do you know exactly what time you're going to be able to come? Now, in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, what's she trying to do? She trying to plan something? But I'm like, it is what it is. I'm not even tripping. I said, between 2:33. She said, well, the kids will still be asleep. Can you come around 4? I said, okay, no problem. So I go do what I'm supposed to do. And then I call her because I'm right around the corner, right? She's texting me, and I'm telling her I'm right around the corner. So I'm on the phone with her and I ask her, I need to get a couple shoe boxes because when I moved out initially, there was some things like I couldn't keep my shoes in a box because I didn't even know where I was gonna live, and I didn't know if I was gonna have to sleep in my car. You see what I'm saying? So I took some shoes and I took them out the boxes and I kept them. But I want to put my shoes back in their boxes. Now, there's been times where I try to ask and she wasn't on, getting items for me. Even though I got I got clothes, I got shoes, I got personal stuff in the, in at the house. I got jeans. It ain't like I packed up all my stuff. So I was always telling myself, okay, just be patient, Rashad. You'll have your chance to go over there. When you go over there, she'll probably let you grab a couple stuff. Now, like I said, the woman done let me in the house to use the bathroom. She done let me go into the house when it was nobody there, when she wasn't there, and it was just the so-called roommate. So when I'm on the phone with her, I say, hey, I need to come in and grab a couple shoe boxes. She says, no, you can't come in, but I could grab whatever you want me to grab. I'm like to myself, I'm thinking to myself, like, here I am doing you a favor. I'm doing you a favor. I done drove all this way, even though I was going to be close to the area. I done drove over here. I'm like right around the corner from the house. And you are not going to allow me to come in my house? Once again, my name is on that lease. I'm the signature one. But I can't even really go. I can't go to the house while she's there unless it's a pickup for a whole year. Unless I'm picking up my kids or spending time with them, I can't go into the house. So, I haven't been popping up. I haven't been knocking on the door. I haven't been doing anything. This whole time I've been nice and kind with her, except when I was telling her who she is and the things that she done did. So she tells me that I can't come in, and she's like, well, I can grab whatever you want to grab. I'm paused. I asked her, I said, is there a reason why I can't come in? Like, what's the real reason? You got somebody else's belongings there? Is somebody living there that should not be living there? Like, what is the reasoning for me not to be able to come in the house? To grab a couple shoe boxes, a couple pairs of pants, and a hoodie. This should not be a problem. I'm not trying to come in there and snoop and see what you're doing and be all up in your business. There's no need for that. I don't need to do all that. I just want to come in, grab three empty shoe boxes, a hoodie, and a pair of jeans. Maybe two. And that's and a sweater and a sweater coat. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And when she tells me, when she ain't giving me like a real reason, I'm already saying to myself, okay, this is spiritual. Once again, because for a person to be helping someone, I'm doing you a favor. But what she said was, I knew it was too good to be true. I hung up the phone. Normally, I will call back or I will start texting her. And I immediately say to myself, let me send, because I asked her, I said, do you have $20 that I could take these kids to the jump zone? You can pay for one kid, I'll pay for the other. Whatever. She sent me the money. I said, okay, cool. That's what I was going to do, to give her some time to herself. Whatever she wanted to do to rest, right? Her other son, he's at his friend's house for the weekend or staying the night or whatever. I guess he's coming back later. So she's calling my phone now. She's calling my phone, but I'm trying to Zelle this money back to her because that's what I'm thinking she's calling for. I'm trying to Zelle the money back. Let me hurry and get Zelle this money back to her, and that's it. She calls, I hang up. She calls, I hang up. She calls, I answer. I said, I'm about to send you your money back, and I hang up. Because you're calling me for what? What are you calling me for? To argue? So I text her. I said, hold on, what did I say? I said something like, I'm sending you your money, or I just sent your money. That's what I said. And then I said, was there anything else? She says, you could have kept that money for next week. I don't have anything else to say. So why were you calling me back to back to back to back? See, God is telling me, don't argue with the enemy. Don't give it no life. In the past, like I said, I would have been arguing or asking why I can't come over.